My wife and I made plans back in January with a group of friends to go to a beer festival in the mountains. My father-in-law has a rental property in the mountains, which we reserved for the weekend, and we all got tickets to the festival. It's 3 families and some other friends, so about 9 people total. The festival is Labor Day weekend, and my grandparents invited us and some other family to a barbecue that weekend. But we won't be able to attend because we're doing the beer festival. I texted my grandpa and let him know we wouldn't be able to make it because we already had plans that weekend, and he said he understood, and then it was no problem. But then my mom texted me asking why we couldn't come, and I told her why. She told me she's very disappointed and that I need to make this barbecue a priority and that I should cancel the plans to go to the beer festival. She then goes on to guilt trip me, saying my grandparents are in their 80s and we won't have many more opportunities to get together. For context, we live in the same state and city as my grandparents, and we see them 2 to 3 times a month minimum. She told me a beer festival is not a good reason to blow off my grandparents, and that I need to reconsider my priorities. I told her I couldn't cancel. The house is booked and the tickets are paid for. And I told her that if it was just our family and no friends going, that we'd forego the festival and come to the barbecue. But that I didn't think it was fair to our friends to cancel long-standing plans for a barbecue that we just found out about. Not to mention telling them that they'd either have to eat the cost of the tickets or find a different place to rent. I told my mom that if it was any other weekend or even Monday of the long weekend instead of Saturday, that we'd be there. And we aren't blowing them off. It's a scheduling conflict. But she disagrees and is still very pissed off at me. Am I the asshole? My mom thinks I'm an asshole for not canceling long-standing plans to make it to this barbecue. I feel like I'm not the asshole for not wanting to cancel my long-standing plans. I wouldn't normally choose a beer festival over family barbecues, but in this case, the beer festival had been booked for months, and I only just found out about the barbecue 2 days ago. Not the asshole. Tell her she raised you right, to be a reliable and trustworthy guy, someone who doesn't cancel on people or ruin their plans. If she argues, she shoots herself in the foot, not the asshole. Please also remind your mother that you are an adult.